I was raised up, you know, my mom, she had 4 kids, and all of them had different dads. And, you know, I grew up in a single parent. So, you know, the Wahoo's been very great, and, you know, as in seeing my vision and making my vision come so everybody can see my vision and stuff like Wahoo.
Took it for granted.
No, he didn't have to do that. He worked like a guy that was fighting for a job. And I being around those guys early in my career because it made me not take anything for granted. And I feel sorry for some of the young guys that come up in the big leagues now, where they're around guys that don't do that. And they think that the leader, you know, you're on some teams that don't have a veteran leadership, veteran presence, or you have the negative, the wrong people doing the leading.
Yes.
And, you know, you can't fault those kids for following that lead because that's all they know.
Right.
I just was fortunate enough to be around the right guys.
Just missed outside 2-2. I still remember in George Brett's last year, 1993.
That's just how you do it. And that's how I was taught. So you ran out ground balls, you ran out fly balls, you did those type of things, not because you were being made to do it, it was just because that was the right thing to do.
That's what
That's
was
how
expected.
You played the game.
Yeah. And if you didn't do it, those veterans would give you an earful.
Right.
It's the #1 prospect and their respective organizations. Blandino in the top 10 as far as prospects for the Reds. As we head to the 8th inning. By the way, it's the 21st sellout of the year here. And the second time on a Sunday they've had a sellout. 21 sellouts this year, the second best attendance in the Southern League with the smallest stadium. Strike one as Schuster begins work in his second inning. So instead of giving himself up, he says, well, at least I'm going to do is get him over. And now a strike to Danny Hayes, who has an RBI single back in the first. Breaking ball just missed. Skipper has tried to frame it, but it's 3-1 now to Hayes.
Infield plays back, you can beat him. He got him on that strikeout.
High pop foul. Delmonico comes over. Does he have room? Not quite. He goes falling into the stands. He's okay. Breaking ball up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Smith.
All right, John Ward, let's do this, baby.
So it's 9. There's a strike at the knees. You see him shaking his head. Doesn't like that call. Fooled by that pitch, and it's 1-2.
He can bounce one in the dirt right now and get him.
Duran had a fracture to his right arm at the end of last year.
There you go.
I think Duran was anticipating that ball in the dirt and didn't offer. He heard you.
He got a steady diet of breaking balls, and I think if he's going to get through this at bat, he's going to have to hit a mistake breaking ball. Target set down. I doubt if he throws him a breaking ball or throws him a fastball.
Throw him another breaking
Throw
ball.
him another breaking ball.
Yep. Put down the sign for
Fastball away.
fastball away. Tried to pull it, and Lemons got it. Good job by Hayes to stay on the bag. Well, in Birmingham, we thank those of you who
It started in the early afternoon, ended late at night.
I still remember the game I did at Coors Field back when, before they had the great line of Coors Field, the place where the fat lady never sings. Fouled out of play. Announcer in the late 40s and the 50s.
That's what he thinks about you.
So that's Pensacola after tonight.
With about 3 weeks left in the season. A little less than a month.
I think the 7th of September is the last day of the regular season, and of course they play first half, second half, which is great in the case of Pensacola this year because they were 16 back in the first half. That's the third time that Nieto has struck out tonight. 12 strikeouts for the pitching staff of the Blue Wahoos tonight.
The fastball wearing back, threw it right by him. Nieto has to feel good about the fact that he's putting down the right finger and catching tonight. That's how you got to feel about it. It's like, I'm not worth the darn at the plate.
And robbed of a hit by center fielder Bryson Smith on a diving catch in right center field. Always ask guys, how does that feel? Well, it's easy. Just take a hammer out and just beat it on top of your foot. You want to know how that feels. Swing and a miss, and down goes Lemon. 13 strikeouts for the pitching staff of Pensacola.
You can tell if that was a split. That ball just disappeared. It went straight down and disappeared. Your fastball that doesn't get there.
Come on, T.Y., you got that ankle brace.
One and one to Walker. Walker can reach base. Delmonico in on the grass at third. Not bunting, and a foul at the plate. Ken Skipworth with 10 home runs on the year. He's on the DL. Chopper down the line, but foul. Outside, ball one. Alex Pelaez is the coach down at third. Pat Kelly, the manager, stays in the dugout. Swing and a miss, and down goes Skipworth.
Good pitch.
High, 1-1.
Didn't miss by much.
In case you're wondering about Buckley at first, he hasn't even attempted a stolen base.